This meeting is being recorded.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is another episode of our free webinar, Become cTrader Master. Today, we are going to talk about the cTrader copy trading, but to be much more specific, the topic of today's meeting is how to become a strategy provider. So first thing is that we need to know what is cTrader copy. As you can see on the on my website, the cTrader copy is basically a way to share your trading strategy with the other fellow traders that might want to be interested in your strategy. So what you can do in that situation as a strategy provider for somebody else, you can earn extra revenue. Just trade as usual and charge all the traders fees for copying your strategy. And plenty of people have a question how to become the kind of a strategy provider, what kind of strategy I must have in order to become a strategy provider. And so we are going to talk about all of this in today's webinar. So where are we now? We are now on the TopFX webpage. As you can see, let me just show you my screen and my address area, topfx.com.sc/English version /trader strategy providers. So this is the correct URL. If you want to find out where it is, just all you have to do is to click on the TopFX logo here, go to trading, go to copy trading, and then go to cTrader copy for strategy providers. This is where you can find this webpage, and on this webpage you can, of course, become a strategy provider, or you can copy top strategies. How to start sharing your strategy? There is an like a graphic showing you that all you have to do is to sign up for a cTrader live account, then verify your account in step 2 and deposit some funds. In step 3, you have to launch the platform and convert your trading account to a strategy provider account. And then in step 4, decide on the minimum investment amount you require and the type of fees you want to charge the people, the traders, the investors who copy your strategy. And then step 5, start trading and end when other traders choose to copy you. 5 quick steps telling you how to start sharing your strategy. What are your benefits? As a TopFX strategy provider, there is no requirement to start. You will start immediately without signing any agreement or any special kind of agreements or documents. You will have access to a large pool of traders because it's a cross-broker service, which means, of course, your strategy you won't be limited only to TopFX client pool, but to the other clients, to the other traders from other pools, of course. And you will also have access to the other cTrader clients and consequently greater visibility and income potential, right? You don't have to worry about the complications of managing other people's money directly because the whole process of cTrader copy is automated. Of course, it's fully automated. Minimal latency because broker servers are hosted in the same physical machine, then reducing the trade copy latency between brokers to 0. So it's immediate copying service. You will have a possibility to publish your strategy to the greater pool of potential copiers. in real time outside of the cTrader platform, of course, because you will get a link to your personal strategy, and of course you will increase your earning potential. In order to do this, the cTrader allows you to charge 3 types of the fees: performance, volume, and management fee, and a set of a minimum investment amount for copiers. Okay, so if you like what it is here, then all you have to do is to click on this button here, become a strategy provider. When you click on this web page will straight on guide you to this clients area when you have to log in, provide your password, and then of course continue with this registration as a strategy provider. Nevertheless, let's just talk about a little bit when we take a look at the cTrader. Let's just talk about a little bit who can become strategy provider. You know the process now. You know when to find the strategy provider web page, okay, dedicated to this kind of activity to become strategy provider. You know how to do it. You know where to click. You know how to follow this kind of a in this kind of a situation. Nevertheless, there is always a question: who can become a strategy provider, or how good you have to be in order to become a strategy provider? Let's clear 3 very simple requirements for all of the strategy providers that they need to meet in order to become. Okay, those are technical strategy technical requirements for the strategy providers. Okay, so as you can see right now, I have opened the cTrader. Of course, I click on the copy to show you guys the potential strategies. Of course, to copy. Nevertheless, we want to become a strategy provider. For example, can I become a strategy provider using this account? My account number is as you can see, is here. I got a leverage 100 to 1 to 500, of course. I'm the full member broker, of course, and I'm allowed to become a strategy provider and charge commissions or follow any demo or live strategy. So if you click here, you will immediately see that, of course, it's a blank account. We'll talk about it in a minute. There is no trades here, not yet. As you can see, we got some no open positions. Everything is on 0. Our symbols is on 0 because it's a brand new account, and this brand new account can become a strategy provider. But hear me out, because that's a kind of important here in terms of opening this kind of a account in order to become a strategy provider. Because if you just open the account, it's and there is no trades, and you want to become a strategy provider, most people will not follow you. Basically, won't be eager, won't be keen to follow you straight on, because you got no results. Okay, you got no results, but you can do it with the new account as well. Now, just to be clear, if you leave your account without any deposit for a longer period than 19 days, the account will be closed. Why? Because after 90 days, the broker will charge you inactivity fee, which is around $5 US. So it's always better for you to open the account and deposit this $5 or more, okay, in order to be sure that if you forget about it, if you change your mind, if any other circumstances will make you to stop trading and you stop copy trading or stop become a strategy provider for other copiers, you still will have your account, and after 90 days the broker will charge some money from your account in order to cover the so-called inactivity fee. Okay, so if you ask me what's the minimum to have on your account, please notice that the $5 it's always very welcome to deposit on your on your trading account. However, with $5 you can't really trade anything on the forex market. You need a little bit more deposit in order to trade with the minimum lot size. Okay, so that's the one thing. The other thing is, what if I got a account and I've been trading for some time. Now I want to become a strategy provider. Is it possible for me to do? As you can see, I made like an example for you guys. For example, that's one of the account. As you can see, it's called Alpha L, and this account has been used. This account provided this account was a strategy provider before. So as you can see, it's perfectly clear to do this kind of activity. There's another account, as you can see here, this account is of course made just for the educational purposes only. And as you can see, I got on this account Alpha Free minus 98% of the all-time ROI. Okay, as you can see, no one is copying me, and I have no copying funds. The strategy is 17 days and 9 hours. And you need to understand that if you have the account like this, when the ROI or the drawdown, the maximum balance drawdown is more than 90%, okay, then you need to know that you will not be allowed to become a strategy provider. Okay, on this account, of course, on this account. So you need to open another one and deposit funds on the another account. So if you have your account, if you've been trading on your account, please make sure that your ROI is better than minus 90%, because in that situation, there will be much more people willing to copy your moves because you don't generate any profit, of course. Or if your maximum balance drawdown is 90%, minus 90% or more, you will, if your maximum balance drawdown is 90% or more, you will not be allowed to provide the strategy, to become a strategy provider as well. So please notice these two requirements for the strategy provider. As you can see, those are just a technical kind of requirements for all of you who wants to become a strategy provider. It's always better to have an account, to open the account, verify it, deposit on the account. Trade for some time. It doesn't matter if you trade, for example, 1 day or 3 days or 7 days or 31 days or 3 quarters or 1 year or half year, because there is always something for somebody. There's always some strategy provider that will meet the criteria of a potential copier. Okay, so there will be plenty of people interested in short-term trading. There will be plenty of people interested in, I don't know, swing trading, like from week to week basis. There will be plenty of the people interested in long-term trading. So there's always something for everyone here, because there's so many copiers and there's so many strategy providers. So if you have a good strategy, you can almost be sure that there will be people who would love to follow your strategy. As you can see, I have added to my favorites here, to my favorites tab, some strategies that I would love to talk about with you guys, to tell you who can become, I mean, what kind of requirements from the copier points of view you need to meet in order to become a signal provider. Let's take a look at this strategy, FCT Robo Trading. As you can see, this strategy, it's a live account only because it's green here. And this strategy is good for the demo. So you have a demo account. If you want to try it, you can start copying this one. You can start copying this one. Nevertheless, if you have a demo strategy, you cannot copy, for example, this one. This one doesn't. Doesn't allow the demo demo accounts to copy it. Only live accounts are allowed. On this one, any can basically demo or live account can copy it. Nevertheless, The other thing is, let's focus on that strategy. This strategy, FCT robot trading, the strategy provider is, as you can see, M. Mayer, 1963. Strategy was created in the 27th of July 2022. Minimum investment is $15,000. All-time ROI is 84%. Own funds is 21,000 euro. As you can see, those funds are from the strategy provider himself. The copying capital, live copying capital, is over $2 million, and the leverage is only 1 to 25. Okay, let's get into the details. Let's take a look on this strategy. Let's click on it. Okay, as you can see here, the strategy edge is over 6 months right now. What do we see? Let me take one more 3 months, 6 months. This is all time. There you go. All. This is all the all time. All of the amount of time that the strategy was on, 6 months and 19 days. And if you take a look at here from the copyer's point of view, if he is thinking like, should I start copying this strategy? He is looking at this graph, and this graph is showing him that the strategy is made some kind of a drawdown at the beginning, but then almost doubled the drawdown. So that was -4.5. This is +9. And there are some, as you can see, pullbacks to the downside. Let's call it like this. There are some movements in the strategy when we have a dip in the equity and the ROI decreases. Nevertheless, as you can see, after this is the 1st October, it started on the let's say that's the 1st of the August. So after 1 month, it created, as you can see here, 21%, the ROI. And despite the fact that it has some dips here, it becomes less violent. It becomes much more stable. There are, of course, dips occurring along the way, but there are not sudden dips like going to -40, -50, -60%. Okay, there are just steady dips, couple of percents, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4%, and not more than this, because the maximum balance drawdown was 4.86%. This is very good number. So you want to take a look at this. You want to, as a strategy provider, you want to keep this maximum balance drawdown around this level in order to gather this kind of a capital, 2.29 million. Okay, and as you can see, the ROI is steadily growing. It's increasing towards the level of all-time ROI, 84%, 84.69%. So you look for a nice dips, not a big dips like this and the V-shaped. Here you are looking for the nice dips. So that means that the strategy provider, if he wants to become a strategy provider, if the account is designed to become a strategy provider account, the owner of the strategy must take a look here at his strategy and be sure that there is no big dips in the equity and then quick recovery, because most people will not like it. As you can see, people like this kind of strategies. Okay, let's just go back to another example and let's take a look at the different strategy. As you can see, it has $900,000 under the management, and there's plus all-time ROI is 1,954%. As you can see, the strategy is only 4 months and 19 days old. If we take a look at the all-time equity graph, what can we see here is that there are some big dips here in the drawdown. There were some big dips in the drawdown. Of course, we got this details here. Nevertheless, we can easily see that there is a big dip here, and this kind of a behavior you want to basically avoid in your if you want to become a strategy provider that will be a successful strategy provider, that will keep the focus on a potential on the potential investors. So that's the arrow, that's the equity, that's the ROI. Okay, so if you want to become a successful strategy provider, keep your maximum balance drawdown low. Okay, as you can see here, the profit factor of your strategy must be kind of a important as well, must be above 2, at least above 2 points. This is 2.50. This is very, very nice. And of course, your percent of the profitable trades must be bigger than the percentage of the non-profitable trade. This, in this situation with that strategy, this is 85% of the profitable trades. So let's just focus at something else here. Now, fees. Okay, what kind of fees you should set in order to become a strategy provider that will, of course, grab the attention of the potential copiers, potential investors, of course. Okay, this is what I mean. I know you need to have good strategy with a good profit factor, good percentage of the profitable trades, and minimum drawdown on the balance. That's okay, but how much you should charge? Okay, this is the question. How much? This strategy charge 27% performance fee. So that's it applies to the net profit using high watermark model, and it's paid at the end of each month. Each month, the strategy provider will have a 27% of the net profit. The maximum you can set for the performance fee is 30%. Okay, that's 30%, the maximum you can set here. So if you are a good strategy provider, if you're generating money, you can set 27%, you can set 25%, you can set even 30%, because most of the investors, most of the copiers will agree on that, would go to terms in this, they will agree with that, and they will generally accept this fee, and it will be paid, of course, at the end of every month. That's the performance fee. That means if the strategy makes money, if you makes money as a strategy provider, if the other people makes money as well, they are willing to share 27% of it. Okay, management fee is annual, a yearly percentage of investors' equity, calculated and paid at the end of each month. As you can see, this signal provider has set the management fee on 0.5% yearly. Okay, it's yearly 0.5% for the management fee. How much you can set, how big can be the management fee, how much you can set here. It's again it's a 10%. Okay, and the last one is the volume fee, and the volume fee is based on the volume traded while copying the strategy and charge for opening and closing each position. As you can see, this strategy provider sets this volume fee to 0 to gather more attention, to gather more investors. You only pay 27% performance fee and 0.5% yearly of the management fee, no volume fee. By the way, you can set max to 10% on the $10 for the volume fee. Okay, here the volume fee maximum is $10. This one has 0, so this is very smart set of fees for this kind of signal provider, and plenty of other signal providers. If you take a look on the, let's say, on the strategies, it doesn't matter how will you basically sort it. What's important that the account type must be live, so that's only live accounts. As you can see here, very often the strategy providers doesn't actually care about the volume fee. This is 0, this one is 0, this one is free, this one is free, this one is free, this one is 0, this one is 0, performance 10%. Yeah, management 0, performance 30%, volume 0. And if you take a look here, you will find the vast majority of signal providers do not charge a volume fee, very small or 0 management fee, and the performance fee set to the maximum, 30%, 27%, 25%. So if you want to become a successful signal provider, you might find this information useful, because this is the most honest, basically the honest set of the fees, because the performance fee is always set it's always set when you make money and when your followers make money, and everyone is happy, basically. Okay, because you're the owner of the strategy, because you execute the strategy, because you allowed the other people, the other investors, the other copiers to follow your strategy, which is profitable, you can charge them a little bit of the management fee, let's say 0.5% yearly. It's calculated, daily, but and at the end of each month, you got 0.5% on your account for the management fee. That's absolutely fine. People, investors, copiers will still agree to pay management fee, but you need to have a good statistics here, low drawdown, good ROI, high ROI, good profit factor, and good percentage of the winning trades. If we keep looking at the FCT robot trading, if you break down this strategy here, you can see the performance, the monthly performance for 2022 with the winning trades and losing trades. It's clear as the sun that this strategy is really, really nice. By the way, I'm not the owner of the strategy. I'm not the owner of the strategy. I have nothing to do with the strategy. This is for the educational purposes only. And as you can see, plenty of people is basically looking the same way on this strategy. And the copies, there's 287 copies, cross broker, of course, copies. Okay. You have the breakdown of the volume breakdown, basically, what is being traded on this strategy. As you can see, plenty of forex pairs. US 500 is, of course, S&P 500, the US, the biggest US stock index is being traded. So there is nothing, basically, let's say, unusual in this strategy, except the fact that the other, whatever the other is the vast, as you can see, is the vast majority of the strategy. Yeah, the 78% of the volume breakdown is the other. So that must be a very nice strategy, not only trading the majors and the S&P 500. And the other, of course, you got the open positions. Sorry, this is those are the close positions on the current month, and you can see the history, what was trade, what was close, and stuff like this. That's only the statistics for the copy traders when they want to when they are looking at the strategy, wondering whether they should invest in this strategy or not. So from the technical point of view towards the practical point of view, towards the way the copiers looks at the potential signal providers strategies, we talk about almost everything that needs to be spoken when one of the traders is wondering, should I become strategy provider? Is my strategy good enough to share it with people for the longer period of time? As you can see, this strategy is 6 months and 19 days. Okay, so if you have this kind of time horizon, if you have this kind of investment horizon, half of the year, 1 year, maybe longer, if you want to provide this kind of a service and charge people performance fee and management fee for your strategy, and you're still wondering, should you do it? This webinar should, give you some idea, give you shed some light on your doubts, and to show you some kind of directions you can basically use in your everyday activities as a signal provider, when you of course finally decide whether you should be or not the strategy provider. You know where to look right now for the link how to become a strategy provider. You know how how the copiers see your strategy, what they're looking for when they are willing to invest over $2 million in one of the strategies. You know what are mistakes very often the signal providers make. Please don't do this kind of mistakes, because basically you will not, you will make obstacles for yourself on your way to become a successful strategy provider in that situation. So that was our webinar. I hope you guys have a good time. I hope it was informative. I hope it was you know, rich in details that you guys will utilize in your everyday trading, of your everyday activities as the signal providing. And if you're still wondering, should I become signal provider, now I hope this webinar helped you to make the decision to get in terms with the activity called signal providing, and right now you are much more willing to make the right decision. Thank you very much for participating in this webinar. I hope we will meet again next week, same time, for another webinar from the series of Become the cTrader Master. Thank you very much for your time. I hope I see you guys next time. For now, this is everything for this webinar, and I hope I will see you guys next week. So take care and see you later, guys. Bye bye.